Hey, hey, hey! What is up, my laddies? Welcome to 5 Laps of Freddy's, the demo. I know. I'm playing this like maybe a year after release. Realms. But I thought about it. It's coming out next year sometime. And I just wanted to bring up some of the things that kind of bug me about the demo. I'm sure they'll fix it in our best pal, the full released game. Um, but for one, look at those AI. They bonk into things. By the way, this is a medium map. Of course, I do have like a decent amount of time put into this game, just by trying to beat my own like records for like lap times and stuff. I'm not sure if this is the best build. It's just what I use, but like look at this map. So that jump, that's pretty much the only jump I will ever do in this whole race. Like, that's the only place I'll jump pretty much ever in this whole race. Jumping is literally useless. No use for jumping in any other map. So I hope they add more maps. I really hope, because holy moly, is that bad. Also, your throw distance isn't like a set distance. It's based off of your momentum, and then it has also a set distance. But at set distance, if you're going fast enough and not with enough momentum, sometimes you can hit yourself with your own bomb, which is frustrating because you're trying to go fast, because you're trying to win, you're trying to get better lap times and better race times. Like, as you can see, also back on the AI, that Chica or whatever that was, Springtrap maybe, is stuck there in endless purgatory, and items are kind of horrible to aim. I don't know where they got their decision for their like items, like how they would work. I think what they were referencing for like a lot of this game wasn't something like Mario Kart. It was Sonic Team Racing or whatever it's called. I think that's what they were using as the reference. My biggest problem with this, especially here, especially since there's like zero railing, at least in the early on of that, is when you enter grass and it starts that countdown. You're kind of stuck there. You're pretty much doomed. It's a very rare an exceptional time if you get out of the grass. Jeez, there's a lot of traffic this time. There wasn't this much last time. Also, you can get stuck on these road railings, which is annoying. I don't know if they're gonna fix that when the like full release for next year. But that's something they probably should fix. They should also do more explaining through like a tutorial or something. And holy, do you see that maybe? Like the night shift thing or whatever it's called. This battery, like, yeah, it's a boost. I know that. I could tell. I know what it does, but during night shift, you lose like a percent per second. That guy gets summoned, Mr. Awoo. How do you defend against him? I have no clue. I just try to avoid him by just being fast as shit. As you can see, last place got 7 minutes compared to my 4 minutes. I've done like 5-minute laps, and I've had the AI get like 10 minutes. Their AI, this is probably one of their faster maps for how big it is. Let me, I will literally rank the maps right now. Midnight Motorist. So we'll go number 1 to number 2. This is their best map, hands down, best map. I think it's a little short, personally, but and things are a little too spread out, but it's a good map. I think it's their best map out of the 3 we get in the demo. I also think items are kind of a little lackluster. But this is definitely hands down their best map. Also, no, this is not the fastest I can go on this map. I can definitely go faster. I'm just not fully locked in just because I'm doing the video. I'm talking. Yeah, the night shift isn't fully explained to you. So, and like what happens during the night shift, I think, to just not get that animatronic on you is to keep your battery high enough. Also, that was a bunch of baloney. Like, what was I supposed to do there? I couldn't have. That's the thing about Mario Kart that's nice. They have bananas which stand still and like will fuck you over if you run into them. But they're small, like the exotic butters, and the maps are big enough, like the roadways are big enough for you to be able to split by a banana. Because that's a bunch of baloney. Because when I drift through that, I'm the size of that roadway, pretty much, with a little wiggle room. And literally every map, oh, I guess 2 of me, but a door is like 1.5 of me. Also, I have no clue how to shoot behind myself. So, cause yeah, I can do this pretty fast. I don't know what my record is, but I think it's pretty fast. Yeah, it's 3:05. I'm pretty sure that was my record. Midnight Motorist comes in second. And I'll explain my rankings after. They need like a tutorial though, because you also have to think about it. FNAF fans are definitely younger kids. Now, not the youngest kids. They're not like all 2. But they're all younger. So they're new to the gaming space. Most of them are people who watch. This also should probably get an online thing. So you're not always just playing against their crappy AI. Because I'm sure they'll improve on the AI. I'm sure they're not just going to keep the AI that's barely functional on this map. They need to add a way to unget yourself out of grass without just dying in those, 2 seconds are given. This doesn't matter that I have 2 seconds. I literally move at like 1/10 the speed I should be moving. So, it doesn't matter if I have 2 seconds. You can either A, slow me. Oh, I almost missed my shortcut. You can either A, slow me down, or B, keep me on track. If you want to keep me on track, just add these road blockers. It's that simple. Because battery drains so fast when you're using it. That ramp makes no sense in existing because it counts as just plain old dirt. So it's not like you can use the ramp at all. Maybe if you had a cupcake, but I don't think cupcakes get you out of that. It's the thing. You would have to be going max speed after a drift, full on boosting, full upgrade with a cupcake, probably, to even get slightly up that ramp, just because of how slow they slow you down when you're on the grass. It is also, if you're good on this map, easy to loop, like lap people. Not loop. I've been playing too much Dead by Daylight. Lap people. I just do that to, I just jump there for safety. That could be like a 3-second time save, by the way. If I just didn't jump there. If I didn't jump at all. I would also need pretty good RNG there, though. RNGs, this would have to be on my side. And I'd have to stop committing to these long drifts. But jumps are pretty much almost useless except on this one map, which makes 0 sense. Why add a feature if you're gonna only use it on one map? It's like Mario Kart, making an item for one specific race track or one specific circuit for their game. Makes no sense. Jumping is a feature for one map at least right now. Anyways, that's my second place. Now take this with a grain of salt because they do very quick. They very much do. I assume some maps just won't have that animatronic. That's why there's a little thing up there. This is the worst map. Sure, you may be like, oh, dude, you're probably just overreacting because it's the most difficult map. It's the most unfinished and unpolished map. That's what that difficulty bar means. Fazbear Hills is the most polished. This is the most unpolished. I have like couple hours in this game. And I'm still butt on this map. It's barren. There's barely anything here. You're pretty much punished for taking that area. How do you throw behind you? I'm gonna get animatronic. This camera angle is fucking me up. Right there, you slow down, which is annoying. I want to keep a pretty consistent speed. Assuming my battery theory is correct, it's also annoying your battery can be stolen. If it was just like that, like a boost you could use, it's like whatever. It's just some boost. It slows me down for sure, but like, it's just boost. But with my theory on battery equals, a lower battery equals, and like that camera, look at that, bro. That is so annoying. Of course, I'm good enough at the game. Sometimes you even hit, like your car gets hit and you completely slow down, pretty much to a stop there, which is annoying as shit. Also, I feel like their options, quote unquote, are usually kind of ass, because it's like kind of continue down the road or you make a complete turn. Like here, there's a whole ass wall here. Doesn't feel like an option. It feels like I can either go straight or go nowhere. Also, this area is, I'm pretty sure, lagged out last time I remember. Well, last time I remember was watching someone stream this game. Like, look at this camera. This is uncomfortable for me to drive on. So I'm not boosting or drifting if I could drift. And then this, how do I deal with it? I don't know how to deal with it. That one was on my controller. That wasn't the game. That was my controller. Oh, like, look, they did a pile up back there. But if you just look and pay attention, you can see how buns this map is. Like, I don't feel comfortable driving on this because of my camera angle. Like, this is, like, look, it flipped my camera around completely. That is not okay. I don't care what's happening over there. I only care what's in front of me. And I could have landed in that, I played really good on that this round. But, like, I've fallen in to the crevices between the road, just gotten stuck there. But yeah, that's my map ranking. You can kind of see it goes from polished, kind of polished, to why does this even exist? Should have kept it in the the work room for a little longer. Should have kept it in the the fucking kitchen. What the fuck? Anyways, have a good day. That was just something I thought of in the middle of playing. So, have a good day, have a good night, have a good afternoon. This will not be edited, so you'll have a full, raw, 20-minute video. Bye-bye.